This is Manage Your Finances Bundle, Getting Out of Debt and Budgeting Plan, written by Maddie D. Wolfe and Caerol Cartman, read by Tracy Pearson and Todd Stutter. This is Getting Out of Debt, the essential guide to get out of debt and recover from bankruptcy. Learn all about the bankruptcy process and how you can recover to turn your life around. Written by Maddie D. Wolfe, read by Tracy Pearson. Introduction. Bankruptcy is the last resort that people turn to in order to deal with their major debts. Nobody ever wants to declare bankruptcy. However, it is still a fact of life when you get in over your head. Bankruptcy is not something that you should be playing with. There are many people that will declare bankruptcy because they think this is an easy way out of debt. That is not true. In fact, declaring bankruptcy makes life quite a bit harder. While many people need to file for bankruptcy these days, not everyone knows that they can rebuild their credit afterward. Most people think that bankruptcy is a terrible thing that you carry around with you forever. This is not true. Unfortunately, you will have to carry this around for a few years, but not forever. Once you have declared bankruptcy, you will find that it will be very difficult to get credit for major purchases like houses, cars, and personal loans. It may be difficult, but it is not impossible. That's the best part. You can rebuild your good credit standing after you have declared bankruptcy. This is going to be your comprehensive guide to rebuilding your credit and bounce back from bankruptcy. You will learn what bankruptcy really is, why people have to declare bankruptcy, and how to rebuild your credit once you have declared bankruptcy. You will even learn why bankruptcy could be a good thing for you. Although bankruptcy is a last resort to paying off your creditors, it doesn't have to be your last stop. You can build your credit back up, and I am going to show you how to do it. Chapter 1. Understanding the ins and outs of bankruptcy. When you are forced to declare yourself bankrupt, it is one way of dealing with debts you can no longer manage. But it is not a decision that should be taken lightly. Bankruptcy is a serious matter that will affect the way you are dealt with by the creditors you wish to establish a relationship with for many years after you've been discharged. Bankruptcy is not a fun thing to do or an easy out for those who are buried in debt. It is a way to help those who simply can't see a way out of debt and who don't have the means to pay their debts to get the help that they need. Basically, how it works is that you declare yourself bankrupt and the government covers your debt and you are rendered to creditors as broke. This inevitably means that your record will show that you couldn't pay your debts. This makes it very hard for creditors to trust you. Recent bankruptcy changes. The bankruptcy laws changed in April 2004, and these changes made it easier for people to declare themselves bankrupt by reducing the time it takes to get rid of bankruptcy from 3 years to 1 year or less. This change was meant to assist people in getting back on their feet again. For private individuals, which are those that are not running businesses, the effects of personal bankruptcy can be far harder to deal with. Pros and cons to bankruptcy. The fact is that you shouldn't become bankrupt just because you're struggling with debts. Like I said before, this should only be used as your last resort. The reason for this is because you may be required to give up most of your belongings as a result of it. Some of these might include salary and any investment in your house. If you own any property or shares in businesses,
Sample complete. Ready to continue?